Hello and welcome! Marley was dead to begin with. There is no doubt whatever about that. Today we're going to start our journey talking about Charles Dickens' classic novel, A Christmas Carol. There are 3 versions that Disney has done, so we're going to talk about this for the next couple of days. But today we're going to start off with Mickey's Christmas Carol. Mickey's Christmas Carol was released in 1983. It's a featurette, so it's a short film only about 25 minutes long. And it was first released with the theatrical re-release of The Rescuers that we talked about earlier in the year. I feel like this is a version that a lot of people are familiar with. And after going back and rewatching it again, after I haven't seen it for a long time, I really enjoyed it. A Christmas Carol is a really classic story that everyone grows up with and everyone's familiar with. But in case you're not, you have Ebenezer Scrooge, who is a very wealthy, grumpy old man who doesn't give a crap about anyone else, and all he cares about is his money and his money and his money.
In 972, 9,000...
Ebenezer?
Yes, what is it?
You loved your gold more than that precious creature, and you lost her forever.
9,973.
And it's his journey of being revisited by his old partner that died, Jacob Marley, who tells him that he's going to be haunted by 3 ghosts. The ghost of Christmas past, the ghost of Christmas present, and the ghost of Christmas future. And they're there to teach him lessons so he can change himself so that he doesn't get doomed even further than Marley is, because Marley regrets what he did in his life and is trying to help Scrooge resurrect his wrongdoings.
Help me, Jacob.
Tonight, you will be visited by 3 spirits. Listen to them. Do what they say, or your chains will be heavier than mine.
In one night, Scrooge goes through his entire life and sees what he's done wrong, as well as sees how other people view him, and he changes his ways, and he really connects with his employer's son, Tiny Tim, who is going to die if he doesn't raise his employer's salary to help give him food to survive. When he wakes up on Christmas morning, he is a changed person and everything is right in the world and he is better off, and it's the same story for every story. For the most part, all the adaptations are really close to the book. There's only a few minor differences, but the entire gist is there, so they do a good job with that. The reason I really like this version a lot is because it's all the Disney characters from the beginning up until 83, so you have a lot of cameos, and I was really excited to go back and point out characters that I never noticed before because I didn't see a lot of the older films. So it's really cool to actually take the journey that we've been on, and that I've been able to cover all of these films that are forgotten 30 years later from the point that that was made. Almost 40 years later, and sadly it's going to be close to 40 years old at this point. And a lot of the films in the 70s and the 60s that were made that weren't really known that well, and really be able to recognize every single character was really cool. I really liked the cameos that every Disney character played a part in the Charles Dickens story. You have Mr. Toad playing Fezziwigs.
Why, it's old Fezziwig himself, and all of my very dearest friends.
And obviously Scrooge is playing Scrooge. It was really genuine to Disney and genuine to the story at the same time. You're able to still get the legit story. It has a nice genuine Disney touch on there, and it really makes it magical. And I do love the song that's in the intro and outro. Oh, what a Merry Christmas Day.
Merry, Merry Christmas. Merry, Merry Christmas. Merry, Merry Christmas. Merry, Merry Christmas. Oh, what a Merry Christmas.
It's just really sweet and really well done. And I definitely recommend you guys check this out if you haven't seen it already, because it's really cute. A really cool fun fact too is that John Lasseter is in the opening credits of this movie. So he was one of the talents that worked on this little film before he went off to Pixar. Obviously at this point there was mixed reviews about him, but we cannot deny the talent that he had in creating Pixar. We're going to focus on the positive here.
Twinkling stars on Christmas trees, oh what happy memories.
Tomorrow we're going to continue with A Christmas Carol with the Muppets, so you can stay tuned. And as always, I hope you have a magical day, and I will see you real soon.